Before we get started, let's change my eyes to brown. That's better. These are the Feather Brown Contacts by TTDI. To map out Imelda's features, I'm using a black eyeshadow. This is the Neutral Territory palette by Morphe. I'm just using a reference photo for this, by the way, guys, and then I'm just tailoring it to my features. A great way to hide your nostrils is just to incorporate them into the look. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just disguising them into the hollowed part of my nose. I'm mapping out her skull shape, and then it's onto the ribs. This was probably the most difficult part, but it's still more relaxed than it would have been if you were portraying like a real rib cage. This doesn't have to be like 100% accurate because it really is just more of like a cartoon rib cage, so don't overthink this part. If you guys are wearing this out as a costume, I would just go find like a square-necked purple dress or any kind of square-neck dress and just paint it purple. But obviously I'm just drawing this one on. I'm using the Mayor on Edge palette to fill everything in, and I really love this palette because it just has the primary colors which really allow you to create the perfect shade that you need for something. So for this instance, that's how I created the purple for the dress. I'm adding in the sugar skull details, and I'm going side to side, just making sure that they're symmetrical. I always like to do one side and then I'll do another point on the other, just so that I know where the starting point is for both. It just helps make everything look more symmetrical. And yeah, then I'm filling in the eyes. Her skull has a lot of shading to it, so that's what I'm doing here. I'm just using that light brown shadow from the Neutral Territory palette by Morphe. I'm adding a white highlight underneath her eye just to create a little bit of depth, and I'm also creating a white shadow underneath like her cheek and jaw just to make it look a little bit more 3D. Since she has a lot of hair and a very prominent hairline, I'm just lining my hairline using a black eyeshadow, and then it's onto the details. I'm adding the spinal lines, filling in the nose, hiding my arms to blend into the background, and then I'm adding some movement to her shirt just by creating some white lines. For her lips, I'm using the Soft Matte Cream in the shade Copenhagen, and this is by NYX Cosmetics. Her sugar skull has a lot of dots below the eyes, so I'm just adding these with a detail brush. And to make her eyes look a little bit bigger, I'm just going in with a white cream pencil by ColourPop just to line my color line, my water line. ColourPop. Make sure to outline the purple petals around her eyes and also add a dot in the center. Since her eyelids are purple, I'm using the Wonder Woman palette by Revlon. This is in that really electric, like purple shade. I added a jewel to my neck to resemble her necklace, popped on a bold pair of lashes, and I also I feathered a few lines out just to give her even more prominent lashes. Alright guys, and this is Mama Imelda. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you liked it, that really helps me out. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see even more Halloween tutorials from me. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one.